Alright guys, welcome back to Paint Collectibles. So my good friend Edwin Diaz, he came up with this idea that I should do this video, and I thought, you know what, this is not a bad idea because you guys are seeing a bunch of my sales posts coming up. I have a bunch of videos of pieces I have for sale, and you're probably wondering what is going on. Does it look like I'm liquidating my collection? I kind of am, in a manner of speaking. So I'm going to take you on a tour of what I've done to reduce box space and clutter and show you what my strategy is. And I don't know, videos like this are kind of fun to do, so let's take a look. Alright guys, so we are in the garage, and as you can see, I finally made space, cleaned up this corner, and now we have the Queen Studios Hulkbuster crate in its resting spot. Because I was going to put it in the back room, where I'm going to show you the back room, and I realized there's no way in hell that would have worked. But so part of what happened was my wife and I talked about clutter in the garage and kind of how to, not be so claustrophobic. And I was like, all right, fair enough. So right now, that used to be the box where Optimus Prime was, and that used to be where Optimus Prime was, and they're both taken away because they're in process for sale. Optimus is already packed up. And actually, the Optimus box is now back there because I'm going to try and hold on to Optimus for a little while longer because I really like that piece. And then up there, those used to be two boxes for Ghost Rider. And I have since sold Ghost Rider this week to my really good friend, Statue Fly, so he's got them. And then those used to be three different boxes for other things that I've sold a couple pieces and just moved another one around. And over there, see those two small boxes? Those are the Gambit Effects A and B, and I used to have a Queen Studios box on top of that, was the Black Widow, and there was enough space. But what I ended up doing, and there was another box right here as well, and what I ended up doing was just taking them away just to kind of reduce the overall claustrophobicness in here. So up there we have a piece coming, which is the Hex Studios Minato and Kurama that we're probably going to keep, but it is a double box, which I wasn't expecting, so that's why Ghost Rider had to go. And then here I think I'm going to try and leave this empty. I'm just trying to leave this as much empty as possible. Eventually when Optimus goes, that will be empty as well. That is Hex Sasuke. And that empty spot there that is kind of long and tall, that empty spot is actually reserved for the half-scale Captain America. Now, I don't know where the half 85 is going to go yet, but we'll figure that out. Yeah, my garage is a normal garage. It looks like shit. Everyone else's does. So, anyway, I don't know. Just thought it might be fun to just share this part of the journey. So, let's get in the house and I'll show you what else we got to work with. And place is a mess right now because that is Godspeed, and I'm getting ready to pack and shoot. I've already shot the intro, and that's where I usually shoot all of my reboxing videos and the lights. And so right now, there are only two pieces here downstairs, which I like. I want less clutter in the house, so we just have Wonder Woman and Optimus. Eventually, the Vera Angel of Death from Todd, that's going to be on the other side of the piano, and then that will stay until something really big comes and I need to get rid of space, and maybe the Mark 85 will go there, and at that point, Optimus will need to be sold. And these are the boxes from now for where things are being stored. Well, hopefully some people buy this stuff soon and I can have my living room back. But yeah, it's a little bit of a mess. But let me take you on a little walk to the back of the house. Now, we need to readjust white balance. I'll be right back. Alright guys, we are back. Sorry. When you go from tungsten to daylight, the iPhone camera doesn't do a good job. So here is the back of the house where I have a little small storage room, and that's just a computer box. But I cleaned out the storage room a while back because I knew that I needed room for all the stuff. So right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 big boxes in here. I'm thinking maybe 5, 6, 7. If I'm lucky, I can get 8 in here on one side, on this side. And based on the space, it's hard to see. Maybe if I bust the camera, it's hard to see, but essentially I'm thinking that I can fit 1, 2, 3, and maybe 4 or 3.5. So I might in total, so if that was 1 and 2 ends up here, 3, yeah, it's more like 3.5. I thought maybe I would get 4, but I think it's more like 3.5. So I gotta be really careful. But I think this room might be able to hold about 30 boxes if I'm lucky. And that also means, yeah, hence why I'm in a process of purging and selling everything, or canceling stuff and selling everything, and only keeping what it is that I really like. So that is a small tour of my space. Now I have some stuff upstairs, but it's really not that much. Alright guys, that was just a really quick tour of the way I have my garage and my storage space set up. I have a couple spots up in the attic that I can use, but I really don't want to overload the attic, and some of the closets I've put in a couple boxes here and there, but I also don't want to overload that because I'm really trying to just not have this stupid hobby and the boxes take over my life. I know people are saying, why don't you just get a storage unit? I don't want to do that. I just don't. I'd rather get rid of everything and sell everything. I don't like this hobby enough to waste money on a storage unit. I mean, some people would say, well, it's not really a waste of money, you're keeping your stuff. You're right. But the problem is for me, I don't care about this hobby enough to put money into a storage unit. I just don't. I messed up by buying too much stuff. It happens to everyone when you join this hobby. It just so happens to everybody. Now, it's how you want to deal with it. Some people get a storage unit. I don't. It's just, I would rather just purge everything than to ever get a storage unit, and that's personal preference, and that's okay. And that's just for me. So what I am doing is, you'll see why I'm doing a little bit more Hot Toys, because I don't want to deal with the big boxes anymore. So when it comes to statues, the things that I'm keeping, and I've gone through my list. I spent like several days working on this. I'm canceling a bunch, and yeah, I'm canceling a bunch. I'm keeping a bunch. Don't get me wrong, I'm still keeping a bunch, but as stuff comes in, some stuff will have to go, that kind of thing. But I think moving forward, if I were to, other than the existing ones that are on my PO list that I've chosen to keep, other than that, if I add anything, it's going to be very selective. But not only that, I've also come to realize what it is I really like and I don't like. And for me, moving forward, really the only things, if I'm really adding anything, I'm going to be completely honest, it's going to be just movie stuff, and it's going to be just Queen or J&D. That's pretty much it. Because I've come to realize that's about the only shit that I like, that I don't want to sell. It's Queen and J&D. So that's probably what it's going to be for me. And for the stuff that I really want, like for example all the Disney Plus shows, right? They're never making those in statue form. I'll get the figures because at least I can still enjoy them. Anyway, so that is the video of the method behind my storage madness. Everybody does it differently. You do it however you like. This is just what I'm doing right now, which also means I'm selling a bunch of shit. So hopefully you like the stuff and you want to buy something. But anyway, to everyone who's kind of been here for my journey and enjoys watching my videos, thank you for everything. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for enjoying the content. I appreciate you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh wait, also like, subscribe, tell me to go away, all that fun stuff. And yeah, see you in the next video.